Hello, Bumpy McSquigums here, and I'm continuing with my Age of Wonders 3, a random map mini-series. Episode 3, I figured out a name to call it, and here we are. So, we're going to continue the adventures of Wazul the Jagged, the Goblin Archdruid, and our quest for power. It's time for us to end our turn, but before we do that, I wanted to go over this. I realized that I had forgotten to check out the spells that we currently have available to us other than the Summon Wild Animal spell, so I figured I could do that now. We have a Fertile Domain available to us, which the Sleeping Land is awakened, causing nature's bounty to flourish, boosts the population growth of target city owned by caster with a plus 200 to population. It will last for 2 turns, and it costs 20 mana per turn, and that's a total of 40 mana and 40 casting points. So, cool stuff. And then we have one with the elements. By calling upon the wonders of the wild, the caster strengthens their empire's connection with nature. All the caster's units gain a minus 50% terrain and climb happiness penalties and a plus 50% terrain and climb happiness bonuses. I'm not sure what a climb is, but it sounds maybe difficult, maybe not, I don't know. But we're going to prep that spell for the next usage so we can grow our town just a little bit quicker. We are in the process of producing a goblin settler, and it's something with loading the game, actually, that removes my hex grid. This is the second time I've loaded the game, and the second time the hex grid has gone by the wayside. Alright, so let's end the turn. We have ended the turn, and we are going to continue on. Now, the game seems like exceptionally loud to me right now, guys, so hopefully it's okay. I found that my voice was rather loud last time I did this, so I'm hoping that the sound balances correctly. I don't know. We'll see how it actually plays out. We shall see. But for now, we are going to make our moves. So, what is my next strategy? Well, my next strategy is the settler will be out soon, and I want to plop a city down somewhere in this general region to gather up these 3 resources. It should be able to connect eventually with my other city, and the world will be a better place, and then eventually we'll move westward and continue our expansion. If I'm not mistaken, there is a town down here as well, so we will have to deal with that at some point, but not just yet. And yeah, things are looking fairly decent. I may run over there actually and just see what's up. So let's do that, because the others still have to get into position. Imagine if I hit the border of the town. Alright. I meet Groshak. And that is apparently the other player. He's an orc sorcerer, he's neutral. Greetings, what do you require? I require nothing at this time, sir. But I will require something eventually. But not now. Not now. Not now. So we will backtrack. We will get our people into position to start clearing out the nodes over here. So that's what we're actually going to do. As a settler is being made and he's trucking his way down here to plop down the next city, we're going to clear out the nodes. So once the city is down, we get the full benefit of the nodes. Unfortunately, he is now tardy the party. He is the late one. And we're going to use our spell on our current city, increase the population, growth. And I believe our city will actually, yep, next turn it will pop out with the next size up city. So, good stuff. We'll end our current turn. And Groshak has declared war on us. How very nice. I guess he really doesn't like us. We came over, we said hi, what's up, and we left. And then he's like, you must die! We will kill you! And, well, now we have to deal with that. But that's okay. That is okay. We're not going to hold a grudge. Alright, we might hold a grudge, but he's going to suffer a horrible, agonizing death, and we're going to be okay with that. Because, well, you know, he dared to challenge our authority. Alright, so there we go. We're going to go up against 4 folks, and they look dwarven by nature. The Dwarf Firstborn. Ooh, a tier 3 unit. Ooh, he's got 70 health. That actually might be somewhat challenging. Well, it should be interesting either way. Let's see how this combat actually plays out, guys. Let's see how it plays out. Wazul the Jagged. Oh, you can skip this starting thing where it kind of slowly rotates around the map by hitting the spacebar. And again, I'm going to try to run this on the 2X. Oh, they lob stones at us. That's not very nice. And they are spreading out to all corners of the world. And let us take a view of the battle map. Oh, also, does this... Hey, the hex grid. Yay! I do prefer knowing that the hex grid is there. I don't really want to engage by myself with this guy, so he's going to rejoin the army over here. There's a few other little tricks and tips that I may have not told you guys about that I would like to cover now, if I can. So let's take a look. The spearmen, they have a singular ranged shot with throw javelin, right? So let's see how this works. This is something that I do not believe I've covered, and I would like to do so now, if at all possible. So, at this range, we have a minus 50% range penalty. And you see right here, the dots turn from green to yellow. I think that's going to be 2 movement I need to make. So we'll move up 1, we're still in the green, and it's still got the range penalty. So, unlike the heroes like this guy, who's got the 3 shots that he can use, if he moves within the yellow range, he's only got 2 shots. If he moves within the orange, he gets 1 shot. These guys only have 1 shot, so you can actually move right, well, within closest distance as you can to them. So we're going to move, actually skipping the orange, or skipping the yellow, we're going to move right into the orange. And if you look, it's 3 to 5. Now that's, if I was in the yellow, it would be the same. If I'm in the orange, it's the same. So it's not as critical for you to space out these single shot people. You don't need to go, oh, well, I need to get maximum, I need to have the most, green is the best. That's only for the multiple shot people. So, we're going to fire on him. Single shot, did 5 damage. It's not fantastic, it's not super amazing, but it works. Alright, we're 1 away from being at our ideal distance, so we'll move closer, and now we have a 7 to 11 times 3. So we are going to utilize that and just pretty much wreck him. And there we go. Let's see, what else are we looking at here? We have 21 health left on him. That is pretty unfortunate, actually. 6 to 11. I want to say that we could probably take him down. But what I think I'm going to do instead... We have a very interesting battle map this time, guys. Things are pretty far spread out. So we're going to just do the 2 shots, 3 to 5 damage there. These guys don't seem to be able to close within distance of the enemy, which makes me sad. I'm afraid I'm going to have to end up using some spells too, which I also don't want to do, but it doesn't look like I have much choice. Anyone else able to get within a good distance here? Let's see, if we move them all the way up, they're going to have the 1 singular shot, 4 to 6. Still not going to be in a great range. But it moves them down to, how much now? 19 health. We have a better chance of hitting them now. There's also another thing that you have to keep in mind. Attacks of opportunity. You can't walk past within 1 square or something. So say we ended up in this square here, and we wanted to try to get behind a flank. Every time that we moved, he would attack. I'm not sure if they get multiple attacks of opportunity. They get at least 1. So that kind of hurts us. But maybe if we get here, we actually can shoot. We can. All right. So this should be enough to put them within kill range of our boars. And indeed it is. So we can finish them off in 1 shot. They don't have first strike, so no damage done to us, which is always a nice feature. We can cast a spell, and it looks like we can cast a spell from either of the 2 people who have gone, or haven't gone yet. So 21 damage to target enemy unit, sphere of protection, and harmonizing energy. Ooh, that's cool. Alright, give me 1 sec, guys. I want to see how much health does this fellow have. 21. And I believe I can actually get within range, maybe to shoot him once. And yes, I can. So I'm going to take a pot shot at him with my hero. Didn't do much damage, but I lowered his ability to do things just a bit. We're going to drop a magic fist on his head. It is going to be sweet, sweet, nice. And splat. It's a no, not enough. He survived it. That is unfortunate. Alright. Well, I guess we're just going to have to charge him down with our goblin skewers. That's just all there is to it. he doesn't have first attack, so we should be able to just walk in and splat, down he goes. Sorry, Goblin Warg Riders. I saw Goblin Skewer down here. Basically, it's saying, hey, you moved me, but you didn't give me any orders, so you always probably want to defend. Let's see, what is it? Places a unit in the defensive stance, raising its defenses. Yeah, I mean, anytime you move a unit that you're not going to use, it's probably a good idea to put them into a defensive stance. Just saying. Alright, 2 enemy units remain. This guy, who's probably going to hurt our people a lot. Well, not that bad, actually. And, of course, our other folks. Alright, well, we're going to lob... I want to say we're going to move over here. Let's see what that does for us. Line of sight penalty. We'll move here. And there we go, straight shot. And boom. Into his face. Alright, we're going to blast him with some lightning damage. 11 damage, 11 damage is 22, and 7, so 29 damage. He's looking significantly weaker now. In fact, a lot weaker, with only 22 health remaining. We're going to utilize our hero. I mean, a little bit closer, so our range is better. And I think that I would rather take 2 shots at a better range than 3 at a worse. 4 to 6, it really didn't improve much, to be honest. There we go, and now he is down to 10. 10 health remaining. It's not all that bad. See the movement of this guy. Zoom out a little bit. He can close with these. So we're going to move over here. And we're going to move... I guess we'll move them in there. Can't seem to really do a whole heck of a lot. I guess I'll move here as well. See if we can get them as close as possible. Maybe land another shot on them. Yeah, 1 to 2 damage. It's not tremendous, but it's not too horribly awful. We're going to close with us. We're going to get him within position here. And that means that we now have a few options available to us. These guys have all kind of run their course. He's only got 9 health. We're going to do 10 to 14. They will retaliate. He doesn't have first strike capabilities. It tells you these things. So this is a guaranteed kill. And no damage done to us. So, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And we're going to end our turn. No matter where this guy moves, he's not going to be able to attack us unless they have some sort of shooting thing. And I don't believe he did. So yeah, we're looking pretty good at this point. We're going to move down here. And we're going to lob boogers at the guy. Booger launch, go! More boogers. And 3 times the boogers. And that's 1, 2, 3 times the boogers. And that pretty much means that he is done. He's got 2 hit points left. We'll just finish him with a ranged attack. Simply because we can, and there we go. So, victory is ours. We took 1 hit, I think, the entire time. Maybe 2. And nobody actually died, so... Overall, that was a pretty clean victory. And for exploding the... For exploding the trade post... For exploring the trading post, you discover a Hellhound. Ooh, it's got a lot of stuff. Cool. And gold. So what does this say? It's a strong mount item. 40% fire protection. The unit has protection from fire, blight protection, overwhelm. It deals +3 damage against pikemen and shielded units. Yeah, but it's weak to frost. We're going to take the reward. Apparently that is a mount for your hero, which is pretty sweet. I didn't even know that was an available thing. That's pretty cool. I never got a mount before. So I like that. So I'm assuming that changes something. Don't know, but either way, it's time to upgrade our heroes. So let's start in with that. We have the ability to heal, and that always seems like a great idea. We also have natural healer, but I want to take a look at some of these things over here. I skipped a lot of this last time because I figured it wasn't that important, but I suppose you guys should know about it. Alright, so melee strike, simple enough. Casting spell, yeah. Shoot longbow, Walking unit is able to walk. Duh. It's a goblin. We already know about the goblins. Cave crawling. The unit's move cost is, or in the underground, is reduced by 2, which is nice. Night vision. We have a +2 vision in range, or vision range in underground. I can read, guys. I swear it. Wetland walking. The unit move cost for traversing wetlands is reduced. Vision range upgrade. We have a +1 vision range, which is always nice. It is the leader, so whatever. Mind control immunity, can't be mind controlled. Fast healing, the unit regenerates +6 more health per turn than the average, or maybe that's all it regenerates is +6, as opposed to like a +2 or +4. It is mounted, which enables it to charge, but also makes it susceptible to skills and abilities that affect mounted units. It is cavalry, which kind of goes with the whole being mounted thing, but apparently it's different. They are highly mobile units that can outmaneuver their enemies and charge at them to deal extra damage. Cavalry are especially effective against archers whose range advantage is negated by the superior movement capabilities of the mounts. And charge, of course, it deals 6 damage if you move 4 more hexes. Free movement, we're not actually hindered by any terrain, and I figured out that that doesn't necessarily mean on the tactical map, but I'm pretty sure it means on the actual battle map. You're not afflicted by anything. Right now they don't particularly like their terrain, so they have normal happiness as opposed to being miserably or sickingly over happy, so whatever. We have the overwhelm ability. It deals a +3 against pikemen and shielded units, and then of course our protections. So some of the things I would like to get. What is warm at night? Huh, cool. Healing is one of the ones I want to get, but I don't think I want to spend the 4 points just yet. Maybe I'll get that next turn. All units in the hero's army also regenerates, so I think I'm going to go with that because I'd like my armies to regenerate quicker and be more ready for combat faster. And we'll get the final point that we had and throw it into our +1 to defense. And our hero is now fully upgraded, and it looks like one of our other heroes is upgraded as well. So we'll click on it down there, and let's see if he has anything special that we don't know about. Shock bolts is the same, it's his ranged attack. He's a dwarf, don't care about the mountaineering. The unit's move cost for traversing mountains is reduced by 4, that's not bad. Same thing with cave crawling. Channeler, he has +5 spell, or casting points rather. Charged enemy, all units in the hero's army gain the +1 lightning, which is not bad, and the blight protection. Alright, so at this point, what do we want to upgrade? I don't think I want to do that. Sure, we'll do that, and we'll throw 1 in hit points, I guess. Why not? Close that out. And has produced a settler, we already knew that. And it's ready to start building up our Goblin Hunter, apparently. It's going to be the next troop it builds. Goblin Marauder seems like a pretty lame goblin as well. Still have a lot of tier 1 units, so we really need to upgrade our town a little bit more. Alright, our settler is over here. What is this terrain? Fertile plains. What is this terrain? It's also fertile plains. So, I don't seem to really like fertile plains that much. Perhaps we should start trying to terraform a little bit. Maybe that's what we'll research next, is terraforming. Settlers used all its moves. We're just going to end our turn here. And we may even head down and start seeing if we can do some damage to them down there. Once we plop our new city down, which we're going to put, I want to say right over here. Yep, right there. That's where we're going to plop our city down. And at this point, I would also very much like to, yeah, let's go harass the enemy. He declared war on us. He must pay for his arrogance. So let us go visit him. Oh, I may have made a mistake. Don't worry, won't be the first or the last mistake you see me make. Just saying. Explored treasure site adds 20 when located within your domain. I would probably like to finish that up as well, but I haven't done that yet. That's fine. That's fine. Alright, a new day dawns. Alright, so we're going to head in here. And it looks like he has a couple troops in there. And like this could get a little bit messy, but I don't know, I feel relatively confident. Let's see if we can take the guy out immediately. I hope that this isn't his only city, because then that would be kind of a depressing thing. It'd be a really, really short run. Alright, that was a probable victory for us. Let's battle the orcs. And see. So after this battle, we might end up gaining an extra town, or we might end up getting destroyed pathetically. Both options are very likely. Alright, so he had a settler, so that's one less troop that's actually going to physically be attacking. Which is nice. It does appear that he has at least 2 heroes, or 3 now. Looks like he's got 3 heroes. It's good to know. So 3 heroes are available to him. We also have 3. So let's see. How do we want to go about it? I wish I would keep my grid on, but it's not that big of a deal. We have 2 casting, basically 20 casting points. Probably only can cast 2 spells. It doesn't look like he's got a lot of ranged units, so let's take a look. Okay, well, he does have 1 there. Straight shot spearmen. Spearmen, nothing, nothing, spearmen. That's really it, so it seems like we do have the superior troops, but he's got the 3 heroes as well, which we all know the heroes actually do a pretty substantial part of the damage in all the battles. So I'm pretty sure we're going to have some losses in this particular battle, but we'll see. Gonna wait for us to close with him, which is perfectly fine. Up. I think we're all going to try to get in on the one side and just flank from over there. So this little small army of my other guys off to the side here, they all need to move. They all need to move in a little bit. Let's cool down for 3 turns. Let's utilize that and see if we can actually get a little further along. And we're just going to go through and defend everybody. Alright, so we'll end our turn. And, oh, they put me against oil skin or something like that? Sounds messy and, well, kind of gross, actually. That's fine. So they seem to want to kind of rotate to meet our charge, it seems. Which I guess is fine as well. What is on me here? Does it tell me? Does it tell me? Skin of oil, it does. Target enemy unit suffers -1 strength, 1 defense, 1 resistance, and has a 40% weakness to fire. Those all seem like bad things. So we're going to move a little bit closer. There you go. And we are going to hope things work out in our favor here. Over there, our 2 heroes are chilling next to each other. This guy up here a little bit closer. We'll send our warg folk forward along with our... Sorry, I need to double right click to get these people moving a little bit quicker, guys. Sorry to waste so much time. There we go. And we're going to run through with our defense on everybody, and there we go. Now it's his turn. Oh, he just cast a fireball on us. That's unpleasant. And he fired a musket. That was unpleasant too. They seem to have like superior range to us. I don't really know how or why, but I won't get too upset over it. Guy seems to be sitting back a little ways. Alright, so let us do some work. Let's go break a hole in this wall here. Very nice. We are going to move forward. And apparently we got to get a little bit closer. So we shall do so. And I don't know if that was something that like was retaliating on me. No, it's something that he did. Yeah, intriguing. Somebody like launched fireballs on some of my people here. I'm not particularly thrilled with. Looks like I can actually charge into him, and that I'm probably going to do that. Let's do a little bit more damage. Instant wrath reflected on me. Some impressive skill. In fact, I want to see what that does exactly. Deals 50% of all damage dealt against target friendly unit back to its attacker until the end of combat. Oh, that's kind of annoying, I suppose. Alright, he's down to 25 out of the 50 health that he started with. That is nice. And we're going to sit here and lob some boogers on him. Very good. And I think that we're going to play a little game of burn for it as well. So, yeah, I'm sure he didn't enjoy that very much. Alright, so that means at this point, now we can actually finish him off if we really wanted to. And how much health does 2? Yeah, there's no way he survives. And gone. And the hero is down. Our goblin people have leveled up. All these are good things. We're going to move forward one more time. Are we engaged now? We're not quite engaged, but we're going to use our defensiveness in a defensive manner to be defensive with. Defensively, of course. And boom. Some boogers launched there. I don't know. Overall, I'd say we're in a fairly decent spot. We can charge them and overwhelm them. What did they do to us? 7 to 11 retaliation. They're already a little hurt. I don't think I want to do that. That target has a first strike capability. None of these things seem good. We're going to pretty much keep our Warg Riders back a little ways. So let's see, what do we have left? We have a defend. A straight shot with our spearmen, I believe. We do. So we're going to lob that up at them. They're probably going to fire back eventually, and yeah, my guys are going to go down. So, yep, there's a fireball. Got rid of my spearmen. And our warg guys are just kind of getting slightly murdered a lot. I'm hoping that they survive this. There's no way to be sure though. And interesting. So it looks like our wargs did indeed survive, and that means that I sends out a wave of magical energy through a unit's body that stabilizes its physical state. I'm going to utilize that on my wounded warg riders. They're going to be back to full health, or very close to it. And that is going to give us quite the advantage, or well, at least a small edge over what we had before. I'm going to lob some boogers up on those folks over there. These guys are just in a really, really stupidly awful spot, and they're going to pay for it. And pay for it they did. Alright, so we're going to crush them. They have suffered and died for it. More spearmen. Let's see about this. Move forward one, and yeah, they're gonna have a bad time. And down they go. Looks like he's leveled up. Our goblin warg rider not looking so good. We're gonna move forward if we can. And launch some viscous nasal goo up on the enemy there. Just sounds delicious, doesn't it? Say it with me. Viscous nasal goo. Huh? Huh? No? Okay. Well, I assure you, it could be delicious. If only you would believe. Actually, probably not, but either way, not really caring right now. Let's see here. I imagine we could probably do a little bit of damage on these guys. Oh, looks like we got some high morale bonuses there. Not so bad. Let's see, this guy gets to move. That doesn't seem like the best of ideas. Charging him would actually wreck his face, but we have to charge past someone. So let's engage the hero. Seems a little ridiculous. Oh man, he actually hit me a lot harder than I thought he was going to. And that's gonna end the turn. Let's see. Hopefully he survives. Oh, they want him down. Yep, they got him. That's really disappointing. But again, we're crushing a pretty large army from the one enemy that we're up against, so this is pretty useful in the grand scheme of things. Forward a little bit. There we go, much better. And 1, 2 goo, and down you go. And let's see here. Wow, sight penalty. It's arcing. It doesn't matter if I can see you, does it? Alright, well, either way, he suffered for it. We're going to move up here, and we're going to throw some more viscous nasal goo on the enemy. That's enough to take him out of the fight. We're going to have him fall back. We're going to finish him off, I think. Yeah, he's down now. Our viscous nasal goers are now well to do. Let's see, what do we want to do next? I think if I were to close distance with him a little bit, 4 to 6, let's do this. So that's 8. How much health does he have left? 25. We will not take him out in any way, shape, or form that way. We move forward. Still no. Still no. Maybe. 14 and 11. Yes, we took him out. Very nice. Alright, Warg Riders go into defensive mode. We'll end our turn again and we'll see what happens next. He's going to attack our hero. We'll spear into him. The settler's going to try to retreat. In reality, it's 2 against the world now, and they are not looking like they're going to even come close to damaging any more of our troops. Things are looking really, really good for us at this point, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with how things are actually going. I'm going to get up behind this guy, or in front of him apparently, because he is sort of facing me, and we're going to take the risk, and we did it. 24 damage, and gone he is. Down he goes. Alright, we're going to spit on him from right here, right in his face. There we go. He resisted something. That was kind of unfortunate. Let's see if we move over here. We should have a straight shot at him. 5 to 7 times 2. And that puts him at 30. And that puts him down to 24. If I charge him down, I can't finish him. And if I do this, he's dead. Alright, so the last of the battling units from this guy is now gone, and we just have to go chase down the settler. So we will take it. We will take our victory and be very, 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 very happy with it. This is one of the more challenging battles that we've faced thus far, guys, and one of the longer ones, actually. Pretty much this entire episode has been this one long battle. But it's okay. It is okay. We have a small map. Hopefully we'll get through it. I hope this doesn't end the miniseries, but if it does, I think I've showcased a decent amount of the game. Not obviously not all of it, but a fairly decent amount. And we are going to charge down with our 3 heroes and eventually catch the settler and murder it. So we are nearly there. Nearly there, not quite, but we're almost there. And we're going to switch to this and just fire on him once. And move there. And, nope, he's out of range. Alright, we're going to end the turn. And this should be the end of the enemy. And the end of the battle. And very probably, sure, we'll go with that. Very probable that it's the end of the episode. So, 1, 2... I'm just gonna run him down with my melee attack, which didn't do as much as I was hoping. And this should be the end. And there it is. Alright, so victory is ours. The battle is won. And the Archdruid's Triumph is the achievement I just unlocked, which might mean that this is the end of the miniseries, guys. Well, I guess it's not gonna last for an entire week or two. This might be the end, so let's see. We defeated the 3 heroes of his armies, and we lost a few people. We lost 3 people of our own. So that's it. In turn 17, you captured the throne city of Groshak the Sharp-Edged, who resided in the void, annihilating all opposition. So let's take a look at the statistics. And this is the map, well, as we knew it. And sadly we didn't get to do a tremendously huge amount, but hey, you know what? We won in the end. And if you look, you can go like per turn, who had the higher net worth and everything else, and it's all based on overall score. You have knowledge score, happiness, military domain, all these things you can break down, see what happened, when it happened. Looks like I overtook him in turn 3, and then I never looked back. He almost caught up to me in turn 8, but yeah, I peaked at 1595, and then of course losing a few troops dropped me down. He lost everything. He is done. It is over with, guys. So thank you for joining me with this first look, this random map mini-series. It was a one-on-one confrontation, and well, it seems that I was the better man this time. So look for the long-winded, the long-running, the campaigns, the scenarios in the up-and-coming weeks. Hopefully one of my series clears up soon and I'm able to get started on it. But that's not to say I'm going to take any shortcuts or cut off any of my series in the meantime. So one final thing before I go, guys, so don't run off just yet. Before I do my sign off, I want to let you guys know that I am actually going to extend this a little further. I'm going to do one more map with maybe 2 or 3 enemies as opposed to just the one, in case I accidentally find them early and murder them, because I'm, well, you know, tactically superior in all ways to, of course, any AI ever in any video game. That's not true. I'm actually stuck on a certain strategy game right now in the last level, and it's driving me crazy. But that's neither here nor there. Regardless, I am going to do or continue this series with episode 4. It's going to be a new random map, and it's not going to be the same goblin guys. I'll try a different race and a different class. So you guys will get a little bit more before the long-running series actually starts, where we go through the campaign and play those out. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this Let's Play so far, this mini-series, and I hope you guys enjoy the future episodes as well. Take care, everybody. My name's Bumpy McSquigums, and I will see you later.